Is what we have here. I'd like to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Let's quickly look at this one. Grade 11 EGD, Grade 11 Engineering Graphics and Design. So this is what we are given. So we are given all the views here. So if they are like this, I can call this one a front view, a right view, as well as the top view. You understand? So in this topic, we are not recording any dimension in this topic, so we must even hardly use an eraser. You understand? So unfortunately, because this is a copy, it's a print out copy, so I cannot easily see the dimension there. But I think that it was saying given two views of a ball, a single information required to obtain the 2-point perspective drawing. We've got a PP, a picture plane, HL horizontal, GL ground, SP. Okay, that is it. Instruction: complete the perspective drawing. Blah blah blah. It's not clear. It's not clear at all. It's not clear, guys. If you are sending us problem, make it a point that you send us proper ones, so that when we print, we are able to see everything. So we are going to rely on what seems to be visible. You understand? So the very first line that I'm gonna do, that I will start here. So I will stick to this top view of mine. So this point that is actually against my picture plane, that one, I'm going to take it vertically down. Vertically down like this. So that one is what is our stationary point, SP, stationary point. You get that? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this ground line. So remember, I said this is a print out. This is supposed to be in the same line with this. This is supposed to be in the same line. Let me stick to this one. You understand? This is supposed to be in the same line with this one. So now, what I'm gonna do, right from my stationary point, before I even go that, take my views, my set squares. I'll go to my top view and try to check which angle was this top view against. Is it 45? It's not. Is it 45? It's not. So which means I must throw away this one. Put it away. So this is 60, which means it's correct. So this line is 60, this one is 60. Obviously, if this is 60, this will automatically be 30. Because if you say 60 plus 30 is giving you 90. So this is 30, this is 30, this is 30, this is 30. So which means this is the set square that I'm gonna use. You understand? Using it way. So the first line that I'm gonna take now, because I'm looking for my vanishing points. You understand? I'm going to take this stationary point line, taking it to where? Taking it to picture plane. Once it touches the picture plane there, I'll take it vertically down. There it goes. You understand? So that is going to give me, I'll indicate by an arrow what I was going down. So it's giving, once it touches the horizontal line, it's going to give me vanishing point of my left hand side. Vanishing point of my left hand side. How did I got to vanishing point of my left hand side? I took a line from the stationary point towards my picture plane at an angle of 30. Why am I using 30? Because this point from here till here, if I can say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, just for the point of interest. So the line of AP is actually vanishing at what? At an angle of 30 degrees clockwise direction. You get what I'm trying to say? So this B, this A to that point that I just didn't name is actually vanishing at an angle of what? Of 60 anti-clockwise direction. So now I'm gonna take point, stationary point again, faint, remember, faint, take it up. Once it touches the what? The picture plane line, then I'm taking it vertically down. Vertically down. Once it crosses my what? My HO is giving me what? Vanishing point of my right hand side. So please dimension this, it is very much important. Right, then after that I'll go back to the ground line. So the ground plane or ground line, remember that this is the hardcore, it's a printout. It's a printout. It was a photo. Actually, one of you guys sent me a photo, so I had to print it out. So that is why it's a little bit skewed. If you can take a closer look here, you can see what, okay, this was actually a printout. That is why the ground line of my front view as well as my right view is not, seems to be not in the same line. You understand? So we have to rely on this one. So if I have that A there, which means on my ground plane, it should be that A down there. Now, I take this A to my vanishing point of my left-hand side. Faint. There it goes. You understand? So if I didn't took this stationary point to picture plane vertically down to give me vanishing point of my left hand side, I was not going to be able to take this first derivative of point A to vanishing point. So we had to get vanishing point first. You understand? And how did you go to the vanishing point? Vanishing point first, I think I've explained that. So again, I take the first derivative of point A to vanishing point of my right hand side, using my 30mm ruler now, like this, just a little bit. There you go. You understand? So now I'll come back. Forget about this one. This one was the tightly block. Don't think that these are steps. You understand? These are not steps. These are it was the tightly block. This is the title block of the student. You write your name here, blah blah, all those things. You understand? What I wanted to highlight is that actually the ground plane is from here till here. So which means there is a step, one step there to the from the ground plane. You understand? So which is this one. So now I'll take this point to my, actually that point I can give it a name as what? CV. Center vision. So I'll take it to my center vision line horizontally, which is this one. There it goes. Wasn't touched there. Supposed to go to my both vanishing point of my right hand side and vanishing point of my left hand side. So there it goes. Faint and vanishing point of my right hand side. Faint. So which means from here till here I can have it solid. With that one I can have it solid. Do you see how small it is? I can now have it solid. You understand? But then let me stick from the ground plane. So I want to move from here till here, from A to B, right from my top view. The law, what does it say? It says all the points from your top view, they has to be directed to your stationary points. Once they touch picture plane, they go vertically down. How? So I'll firstly construct this B to stationary point. Faint. Once it touch the picture plane, I can take it vertically down, my brother. So naya like kula zakho. Ayibona. So manje sengingathini ke manje kusuka la ngiye lapha, I can now have it solid. Kusuka la ngize la ngaphandle kokungathaza, is now solid already. Ayibona. Okay, so I've just moved from here till there. Now I can take which one? From here till right there. take this point to my stationary point. Stationary point, I want to be accurate. There you go. Once it touch picture plane, goes vertically down. There you go. You understand? Okay, but from here till here, there is a one step, isn't it? In Afrikaans, is it stoop or what? I can now have it solid dark right there. Get it? So this one is the new point. I have to take it to the vanishing point of my right hand side, even though it's not going to give me anything yet. But the law is said so. All the points, you know, if you understand isonometric very well, you are not going to struggle. Yeah. So this is our new point again. I can take it to vanishing point of our right hand side. So very much important, this one, because it's with what is going to be visible to us. You understand? Then from there, what is going to happen now? Let me come back and consider the height now. I want to move from here going up. So which means I have to, because this is my right view, so from here to right there, because from here till there, it's a loop. So the wall is actually starting from the ground till here. That's the height of the wall, isn't it? From here till there, it should be the loop. You understand? So at the moment, you see now what is happening. It seems to be not correctly aligned. It is because of what I was just saying. So I'll take it up until it touch my center vision red line. Once it touch there, take it to both vanishing point of. So vanishing point of my left hand side. There it goes. And vanishing point of my right hand side. There it goes. So in this topic, you must hardly use an eraser. You understand? You must hardly use an eraser. Should you be using it, of course, you are not going to get penalized. It's still the same thing. But try to avoid an eraser. Get what I'm trying to say? So now, which means now, without fear or favor, I can, because from here till there, it goes from there. I can now have it solid from here till there. From here till there is now solid. Then from there, you must keep on cleaning your paper on it. So this side again, from here till there, I can have it solid. From here till right there. So from here till there is not solid. From here till there is not supposed to be solid. It won't be solid. So look at here, this roof. So the hidden details of the wall we are not given. So which means the wall, the roof is actually attached to the wall. So we'll just stick on that. So what is going to happen now? So if I take that one, this one is going to be the tip. It should be that one. There by our right view, you understand? In our front view, unfortunately, we cannot see. Remember, I said this is a printout. So what do? I'm actually pointing the a point right from the top view and it. So you take it to stationary point. There you go. Once it touch the picture plane, take it vertically down. So there it goes. Hang on. So now what is going to happen there? So this one is going to be I must get this point somewhere along this line. So how do I have to get it? I'll come back and consider the height of the roof, which is this one. Once it touch the center vision line, goes to both vanishing points and get these ones. Even if I can take them to vanishing point of our right, it's not going to give me anything. This one is going to give me something very much important. This one. So the line that I just took now, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Once it touches this center vision line, goes to both vanishing points. Start with the vanishing point of my right hand side. There it goes, faint. Now vanishing point of our left hand side. So now the moment it crosses this one, there it goes, from there it's going to give me a point, which is that one, my guy. You understand? So now I can have it dark from here till there. Amen. And from here till there. Amen. How did I go to this point? Let me repeat. We set this point, this one. You see, I'm actually pointing right from my top view. This point is that one in our right view. So in our front view, we cannot see it since it's just a photo print out, this one. You understand? So now we took it, that goes horizontally. Once it touches this center vision line, goes to both vanishing point. There it goes. It's going to intersect with this one. This one was directed to our stationary point. Once it touches the picture plane, it's going vertically down. So where this one collide with that one is your point. You understand? So now this is your new point. What do you do with the new point? It's already existing there by your vanishing point of your left hand side. Now take it to your vanishing point of your right hand side. So the moment I'm taking this one, it would be good as if I'm moving to, I'm taking this one. It would be good as if I'm moving from here till right there. You get what I'm trying to say? So which means I can now take this one. Okay, before I take this one, let me solve what is happening here. What is happening here? Because now I actually wanted to end with a roof. I want to start with the walls, I end with the roof. You get it? Okay. And this is a hidden detail. Okay. This one is a hidden detail. This one is a hidden detail. Okay. Now I can see, which means this is supposed to be a window. This is supposed to be a door. This is supposed to be a window. So you must be able to figure it out by yourself. You understand? That one. This one was supposed to be a veranda. This one, yeah. This one's supposed to be a veranda. Remember, here it's a step. So which means you can take a step here. Then you walk from here till here. It's a wide open space. Supposed to be a wide open space. You understand? You can still walk. Then when you're a little bit inside, you can open the door. Then you enter in your house. Okay. So now what is going to happen? If I have this point right from my top view, from here till there, which means I'll be moving from here along this line. So I'll firstly take this one to my stationary point. There it goes. Faint, want to touch picture plane vertically down. And it so must collide with what? With this one. So there it is. There it is. Yeah, one. So which means I can have it dark from here till right there. In my top view, it's good as if I'm moving from here till right there. You understand? It's good as if I'm moving from here to right there. So how did I got it? There it goes to the stationary point on the picture plane. You understand? So now this is the new point already existing in my vanishing point of my right. Supposed to exist in my vanishing point of my left. There it goes. Faint, there it goes. But then further extend it just a little bit. You understand? So if you are extending it like this, it's good as if, my brother, right from the top, you are moving from here to right there. You understand? So how do you get point B? You understand? Because I decided to make point B, it is not necessary for you to number them. But if for the point of interest, you can number all of them. It's one and the same thing. You understand? So what is going to happen now? I can take point B to my stationary point. Simple, straightforward, my brother. There it is. Once it touches the picture plane, seems to be a vertical straight line. Once it touches the picture plane, there it is, and it. So there it goes. Once it crosses this line that I just got, seems to be a straight line. You understand? So I can have it dark now. From here to right there. So I've moved from here till there. From here till there. I can now, which means this point I have to get it somewhere there. So let me come back and get the, because this was the line of the what? Of the roof. Let me come back and get the wall. The wall, I have to finish up with what? With these steps. Okay, from here till there, we've already drew it dark. I'll come back here and take, I want to move from here till there. So I will take that point to my stationary point. I want to finish on what is happening up front. Then once it touch the picture plane, goes vertically down. So there it goes. So the moment is intersecting with what? With this one. There it goes. So from here till there, it can be solid. That's smaller. Yeah, no. So from here till right there, solid. Till right there, solid. So that I can have this one, my brother, solid. And this one, solid. Everyone. So these are my new points. I will have to take them in both vanishing points. So it's already existing in my vanishing point of my right hand side. But look at your vanishing point of your left hand side. They are not yet there. So this one is necessary. This second one is not necessary. It's not necessary. You understand? So if I take this one to vanishing point of my left hand side, so where it collide with this one, do you see that we are still at the right track? Do you see this point, vanishing point of your right angle? This one, vanishing point of your left angle. So if I'm moving from here towards my vanishing point of my right, in my top view, it's good as if I'm moving from here till there. So which means this one colliding with this one must also collide with this one. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes, which is right there. So it proves that you are still at a right track, you understand? So now, which means I can have this one solid from here to right there. And from here, this one, let me not draw it dark yet, because there's something happening here. So from here till here, I cannot draw it dark yet up until I come and take that point, take that one to vanishing point, to stationary point, so that I'll double check ukuthi is dark till where. So once it touch the picture plane, it's gonna go vertically down. So it's going to be dark, my brother, till right here. Everyone. So this one seems to be dark right from your top view, from here till here. Remember, this is the what? This is your top, which means this one is the line of the roof, you understand? But under the roof, there is a what? There is a gap. Get what I'm trying to say? So this one will be dark till here. Yeah. Let's go. Now, what is going to happen now? So if you take a closer look at your right view. So it's good as if I'm somewhere down, yeah, not even somewhere. If I'm moving from here till here, in my front is good, in my right is good as if I'm moving from here till right there. Hey, bon. In my top, I'm moving from here till right there, my brother. Then from there, I want to move from there till there so that I get that gap. You understand? So the height, do it. Interesting. Look, how are we going to get it? To take it, the height, and it's actually in the same line with all your windows. And take it. There you go. Once it touches the center vision, you take it in both vanishing points. So it's already existing vanishing point of your right, and take it to vanishing point of your left hand side. Very much important, this one. Remember that the wall is a little bit back. It's a little bit back. So now the moment you take this one, still the height. Once it touch this corner of yours, that one, let me be very slow. Once it touch that one, remember it's the height and it. Once it touch that one, you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. So now I can point it nicely, Uguti, from here till there. That's the proper height. You understand? That's the proper height. So now, which means if I'm moving from there till there, we've already deal with it. There it goes from there. There it goes. So which means it's going to be dark from here till right there. Hey, everyone. How did you go to this point? This point is this one. There it goes from there, vanishing point of your left. Once it touches the corner, vanishing point of your right hand side, so that it collide with this one. So now I can have it dark from here till right there. Be careful, because you don't want to use an eraser. Hey, one. Okay, so now what is going to happen now? Now I can have this one from here to right there dark, from here to right there solid. Remember, even look at it there by your right view is actually ending here. Even there by your top view is ending right there. So which means I can have it dark like this. You understand? And have it dark right there. Hey, man. Okay. Then once we get there, what is going to happen? Let's solve this one. Do you see that this seems to be in the same line? We can still prove it with our t-square. So it's still feathering going on along this line. So from this point, feathering going, but now, excuse me, is what is in hidden. So this is the point I'm going to take it, directing it to my stationary point. Stationary point. There it goes. Once it touches the picture plane, it goes vertically down. So there it goes. You understand? So it must intersect with what? With this one. So that goes up until right there. A1. So once it touch here, my guy, once it touch here, so I will take it how? To my vanishing point of my right hand side. So there it goes, right hand side, but I have to further extend it up until here. You understand? So which means this is going to be dark till right there. You understand? Till right there. So I can have it, close it here, dark till right there. So now from here till there, should it be dark? Yes. Why? Because of, look at your front view, your right view. This is front, this is right. So which means before you enter the door, there is another one step. You understand? So you're going to step up again, then you enter the door. So if it's like that, which means, yeah, I can have it dark, which means I can have it dark. Let's go. Oh, lolo. Right, then if it's like that, let's come back and now take the door, that point, pointing it right from my front view. Right from my front view. So thank you very much, my brother, for sharing the live. So take that point to, from your top view to stationary point. There it goes. And touch the picture plane. Gonna go vertically down. So I have to mark right there. But then before I mark, go back to your what, to your height. Pay very much in what attention. How are we going to get this height? Because from the ground to that height of the door, to get that step, going to construct this one. Once it touch the center vision line, the law says both vanishing point and it. So vanishing point of my right hand side, there it goes. Very much important, it's not giving me anything. Very much important, vanishing point of your left hand side. Once it touch the corner, which is that one, and you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. Very much important. Look what is going to give you. Vanishing point of my right hand side is still not giving me anything. Then once it touch that corner, take it to vanishing point of your left hand side. There it goes. It's still not giving me what I'm looking for. Once it touch that corner again, take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. Hey, bon. You understand? There it goes. Now further extend it till here. It has already given me what I was looking for. So the moment it crosses with this one, remember, there it is, and there it is, which means it's that one. Get what I'm trying to say. You understand? So I hope you understand how did you got this point. We firstly constructed it. There it goes. Once it touched there, vanishing point of your right hand side. There it goes. Once it touched the corner, vanishing point of your right hand side. There it goes. There it goes. Once it touched this corner, yes, it's this one. Once it touch this corner, vanishing point of your left hand side. There it goes. Once it touch the inner one, vanishing point of your right hand side. Up until it gave us that one. That one. How did we got this one? We took it right from our top view. There it goes. Stationary. Once it touch picture plane, vertically down. And it. So now take a closer look at your front view. At your, let me, right view. This is front view. This is top view. You understand? Which means this was given according to third angle orthographic projection. So now, take a closer look at your right view. So from here till there, which means again here, I can have it dark from here to right there. You understand? So right from my right view, I want to move. This corner is that one. I want to move from here till here. And get. So in my top view, it's good as if I'm moving from here till right there. So this is the point I have to take it to stationary point. There you go. Once you touch picture plane, go vertically down. Vertically down. So which means it's going to be this one with that. So dark. From here to right there. That's the door. So I can have it solid now, dark from here to right there. Everyone, that's my door. Which one? Which is that one? Do you see what from here till here is a step up? So which means from the ground you can step up and you walk, you step up again, you enter your house. You understand? Silver Scope is saying, may I ask the question? I think you are going to ask the question when you are done, my guy, if you still be with us. Let's firstly concentrate on this one. Okay, so now let's show the thickness, because from here till here there is a thickness of the wall. So we're going to take that one to stationary point. It's going to be something very close by. Once you touch picture plane, going to take it vertically down. There it goes. There it goes. So which means from here till right there. So something very close by. So from here till there, dark. So from here till there, that's the thickness of the wall. So again here it will be dark. Then this is your new point. To take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. Vanishing point of your right hand side. So there it goes. But then extend it dark till right here. So from here till here, from here till here, that would be the thickness of the wall. The thickness of the wall. So again, my brothers, here you have the what? You have the window. So which means you must be getting it up there somewhere here. Let's get it. Which is this one. You can see it properly there by your right view. You understand? There by your front view is that one with hidden details. You understand? So we'll take this point and the thickness, take this one so that we get what we see clearly in our right view. You understand? So you take this point to stationary point, which is this one. There it goes. Once it touches picture plane, goes vertically down. So it's going to be in the same line along your what? Your door, your door. As much as you can see it right from your what? From your right view. So we've took this one. Now we're gonna take this one. Take it to stationary point. There it goes. Once it touches the picture plane, goes vertically down, my brother. So there it is. So from here till there, solid. From here till here, solid. Everyone. And then supposed to go down till way. Come back to your right view. This is it, and it. Take it, once it touch the red line, which is the center vision, you take it to vanishing point, right hand side as well as left hand side. On your right hand side is already existing and it's not even going to give you anything. The very much important one is this one, from center vision up until at vanishing point of your left hand side. Once it touch this corner of your house, you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. So there it goes. So now I can see what is going to be dark from here to right there. That's going to be my window. You get it? So I have it dark here and dark right there. You understand? Now we are also given the thickness. The thickness, which is, we took this one, going to take this one now. Going to take that one so that we clearly see the thickness of the wall. To stationary point, which is that one. Then once it touch picture plane, it's actually along the red line, the center vision point. So to get it clearly, we'll take this point to vanishing point of your left hand side. There it goes. So it's going to be solid from here till here. So this is your new point, and it. So now you can see it. Okay, going to be dark from here till right there. You understand? Then from there, this is your new point already existing there by your vanishing point of your left. But now take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. So there it goes. Now you extend it up until right there. Can see clearly the what to call the thickness of the wall. So I think we've solved this one. We've solved what is happening here. You understand? We've solved what is happening here. So now let's come back and get this other loom. So this is the ground line. So I'll take this point to vanishing point of my left hand side up until it crosses with this one. So there you go, vanishing point of my right hand side. So it's going to be dark from here to right there. You understand? You understand? So this one is going to be the corner. It's actually along on top of our stationary point. On top of our stationary point. So which means examiners, they knew this is going to collide like this. I don't know. But we just rely to what we just rely on the protocol. So now this is the new point. I'm gonna take it to vanishing point of my right hand side and see what it's gonna give me. There it goes. Okay, so from there, my brother, what is going to happen now? Let us solve this one. Let us try to solve this one. How we're gonna solve it? We are going to just extend this line, this one, set an angle of 30 degrees, the roof. Remember that this is a little bit down, this one is a little bit up. Who's telling us that is our right view? So this one is a little bit down. You see from here till here, there is another height added there. So if it's like that, we simply construct this one, faint like this. There you go. Once it touches the picture plane, which is this one, I take it vertically down. I can indicate by an arrow, okay, I was going this direction. You understand? So once it touches there, take it vertically down, my brother. Vertically down. Okay? Down till where? Come back to this one. Okay, take it horizontal towards your stationary point as usual. You understand? So this corner, there it goes. Want to touch the picture plane, it went vertically down. So that is going to collide with that one. You understand? So once it collide with this one that was going horizontal, I can now take this point to both vanishing points. If I'm taking it to vanishing point of my right hand side, it's not giving me anything. You understand? But should I take it to vanishing point of my left hand side, it's gonna give me what I'm looking for. So there it goes, faint. You understand? It's supposed to give me what I'm looking for. So now, how am I gonna get that? How am I gonna get that? So I'll then come back and take that point as well as this one to vanishing point of our right hand side. I mean a stationary point first. There it is. Stationary point. Once it touches the picture plane, it's gonna go vertically down. So which means I have a point right there. You understand? So which means from here till there, I can now have it dark. From here till right there, have it dark. So now just move on the loop. Be careful, don't fall there. Move from here till here, isn't it? So if you are moving from here till there, take this point to stationary point. There you go. Once it touch picture plane, goes vertically down. So I must getting it along this one and get. So there it goes. So there it is. Everyone. So I can have it solid from here to right there. Solid. Everyone. So from here going to point C, we won't even see it because it's at the back, and it is at the back. So what is going to happen now? Let me come back and solve this one. Solve this one from here till there. I'll take it to my stationary point. There it goes on the touch picture plane, goes vertically down. There it goes. So there it goes till right there. So if I was not having this like a garage, because why am I saying that? It's just an open space. Why am I saying that? Because of, look at your right view clearly. You see that, okay, from here till here is hidden, from here till here is hidden, but from here till here is not hidden. You understand? It's not hidden, it's solid, which means we can see the back corner, which is that one. We can see it. You understand? So which means it's wide open space. And double check with your what? With your top view. So this is hidden. You understand? So it's just a wide open space such that you can fly by there, you can polar with your friends there. You understand? So if we're not having this, I would have threw this one dark. This one dark already. This one. Then I threw this one dark, this one dark, this one dark. You understand? But then I'm a little bit skeptical in terms of throwing it. I don't know whether it will disappear just a little bit, or for now leave it like this. Then you're going to see when you're now solving this one. So let's come back and finish this first loom of ours. So we said to this one is that one, and it so move up until at this point. So take this point, the point that we're looking for, to stationary point. There it is. On the touch picture plane, goes vertical down, which is something very close to this one. So vertically down, so it's giving me a point right there, a point right there. So I can have this one solid from here to right there, so that now I can have from here till here. Remember, this corner we already have it, which is this one. So which means I can simply join it. There you go. So this corner we have, which is this one. This corner we have, which is this one. So which means I can simply join it. There you go. Okay. Now I can see there is another what here? There is another window, which is this one. Let's get it. So this window, we're supposed to be getting it somewhere there. So to get that window clearly, nicely, simple, straightforward, I'll take this point to my vanishing point of my left hand side. Remember, all the new points, to take them to both vanishing points. So I can stop here because I'll still need it when I'm now solving what is happening here. So I'll go back to my top view and then take this point as well as this one, as well as the thickness. So this one, my brother, is already there. There it goes, because it's already there and it in the same line. So it's gonna go down till right there. So which means I have a point there. Let me repeat that. So the time we took this point to get this one is we can now realize what, okay, it's actually on top of this one. Understand? So it was taken to stationary point and touched the picture plane, it went vertically down, which was this one. There it goes. So now there it is. So I can have a point on top of this one going down, as well as this one at a line of a vanishing point of your left hand side. But remember, it was further extended up until it touched this corner. You understand? So come back and take this one. I can come back now and I take it to stationary point on the touch picture plane. Goes vertically down. So now I can have it a point that right there. So you can notice ever since I've started, I have never used an eraser. You understand? So that is why I said to you, we hardly use an eraser in this topic. So from here till right there, I can draw it solid. You understand? So it's of the same, it's of a different, not same, different height. You understand? Come back and take its height. Is this one. So there it goes. Once it touches center vision line, it goes to both vanishing point. So if you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side, look at it. It's not giving you what you're looking for. So you must take it to vanishing point of your left hand side. So there it goes. Once it touches the corner of your house, you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. So there it goes. Still not giving you what you're looking for. There it goes, there it goes. Once it touches this corner, you take it to vanishing point of your left hand side. So there it goes. So then you don't stop here, you extend it up until at this corner. But now you can say, okay, it's going to be dark from here to right there. Hey, man. So that now you can have it clearly solid from here to right there and to right there. You understand? So now we are gonna show the thickness. So you can actually see even right from your right view. Okay, is of the different height. So this one's a little bit longer than this one. So this window that you are drawing, you can see it clearly there by your front view, which is this one. You see this one. You understand? So let's show its thickness. We're gonna take that point to stationary point. So there it goes. Once it touches picture plane, goes vertically down. So we switch one, there it goes, there it goes. Right. This one, there it goes, there it goes. Once it touch here, can take it vertically down. So there it is. Actually this one. So it's going to be dark till where? Till right there. And right here. So this is my new point. Take it to both vanishing. It's already existing into both in vanishing point of my right hand side. You direct it to vanishing point of your left hand side now. So there it goes. Further extend it till right there. So it's going to be dark from here to right there. Hey one. Hey one. Just like this. Just like this. So now if remember that this window is open. So from here, there it goes. Okay, this is the back. So this window is open. So from here till there is going to be dark. Is the internal wall. Internal wall. So it's going to be dark. This door is open, isn't it? So it's going to be dark again from there till right there. Because there it goes, yeah. So from here till there, have it solid again. Till right there. Hey one. Okay, so what is going to happen now? Since this is the what? This is the bend. Is the corner. So I'm 100% sure here is going to be dark again. It's going to be dark right there. You understand? Remember that this is the ground level. So you can take one step and then you walk. To enter the house, take one step. So if there were tiles, this is the floor already. This is the floor. This is the floor till here. This one is the floor. We would have seen the tiles there. You understand? Okay. So now what is going to happen? If I take this one, so this one must go to vanishing point of my left hand side. There it goes. So which means this one you're going to see it again right there. Just like this. Just like this. Okay. So now let's get to understand what is happening here. What is happening here? So let's firstly start with the loop. With the loop of it. With the loop of it. So how am I going to take the loop? Take that point at an angle of 30 degrees clockwise. I'll project it. There it goes. Once it touch the picture plane. Once it touch the picture plane, my brother, take it vertically down. Take it vertically down. Vertically down. There it goes. Vertically down till where I can come back and take this, because this is the point that I'm looking for. Take it. Once it touch picture center vision, I can stop. So I'll take it. There it goes. Once it touch it to this horizontal line, that point, I can take it to both vanishing points. If I take it to vanishing point of my right hand side, it's not gonna give me anything. It's not giving me anything. Then I can take it to vanishing point of my left hand side. So there it goes. You understand? So there it goes, which is this one. This one must intersect with what? With this point that I'm going to take it to stationary point. There it goes. Once it touches the picture plane, which is this one, I can take it vertically down. There it goes. So once it intersects with this one, I'll know what, okay, that's the point I'm looking for. That's the point that I'm looking for, which is this one in our right view, which is that one in our front view, which is that one in our top view. You understand? Okay, so from there, what is going to happen now? I'll come back and take this one. So this point, I must be getting it somewhere here. You understand? So I'll take it to stationary point. Once it touches picture plane, gonna go vertically down. So I'm getting it somewhere there, which is this one. You understand? So once I've gotten this, I can now have this one dark, my brother. Dark from here to right there. So in our top view, it's good as if I'm moving from here to right there, which is this one, from here to right there. You understand? So which means I can now, without fear or favor, have this one dark. Have this one dark. Okay, remember it was going to vanishing point of your right hand side. Have this one dark from here to right there. And from here, remember we said we were not sure. Now we can be 100% sure with okay, it's dark till here. So this is the new point, which is that one. So I can take it to vanishing point of my left hand side. So there it goes. Just extend it just a little bit. You understand? So now I want to move from here till there. So take this one to stationary point. There it goes. Once it touches the picture plane, gonna go vertically down. So there it goes. So it's going to intersect with this one. Intersect with this one. You understand? So I can have it dark from here to right there. So from here till here is this one, from here till here. So which means I can move from there to right there. How? Just like this. You understand? So this one, take it to vanishing point of your right hand side is already existing there. Vanishing point of your left is already existing there. So come back and take that one to vanishing point of your left hand side, which is this one. Yeah, there you go. Once it touch picture plane, goes vertically down. So there it goes, so that it collide with what? With this one. So there it is. You understand? So I can have it solid from here to right there. From here to right there. A1. Which is which one? It's this one. From here to right there. You understand? So remember, how did we got this? We started with this one. Projected it up until it crosses your what? Your up until it touch your picture plane. From there it went down so that it gets the height. From there, take to both vanishing point. So there it is, there it is, there it is, to vanishing point of your left. You understand? So you let it intersect with this one. That you're going to take it to stationary point. Once it touch the picture plane, goes vertically down. Hey, one. Okay. So now we know what, okay, without fail favor, we'll know already what, yeah, I must have a vertical line that's gonna go down. You understand? That's gonna go down. Down till where? Down till where, my brother? You come back to your what you call your right view. So this one seems to be in the same line there. We've already took it, which is the ground. No, it's not the ground. It's the first step. Remember, from here is the ground. Then you walk. You take the first step, you walk. Take the second step, you enter your house. So same applies to this one. This is the ground. Then from here till here, there is the first step. So which means it's still the same. This one. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Once it touches there, I must take it to vanishing point of my left hand side. Quite interesting. So that goes faint. Take it to further extend to this corner. Once it touch this corner, you take it to vanishing point of your right hand side. There it goes. So that is collide with what? With this one. Collide with this one. You understand? So I can have it dark from here to right there. So now I can see it clearly. It's okay. It's going to be dark from here to right there. So this is going to be my new point. I can extend it. Where is it? This one, this one, this one. I can extend it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Direct it to vanishing point of your left, but extend it just a little bit up until it touch right here. You understand? So now we are going to see this gap. So you can actually see what, okay, is solid. It's solid, okay. And then double check this gap, this white opening is still in the same height. Oh, what? It's still in the same height with what? With your with the, what you call, with the height of the windows and everything. So they the height of the windows we already dealt with it, which is this one that goes from here, comes to this corner, from here goes to vanishing point of your left hand side, and it take it, which is this one. So there it goes. So which means it's that one. Once it touch there, my brother, you take it to vanishing point of your left hand side. There it goes. Can stop here. You understand? So from here till here, there's something that's supposed to happen there. There is something that's supposed to happen there. So how are we gonna get that? How are we gonna get that? So you come back and get what? Because from here till here is which one? It's this one, from here till right there. So you come back and take this corner to stationary point. Once it touch the picture plane, goes vertically down. Something very close. There it goes. So I'm going to have it dark from here till right here. From here to right there. Hey, one. From here till right there. Dark like that. So remember that is something like a pillar. So I've just took this corner. I have to take this other one now. Take this other one. It's a 4-corner pillar. So there it goes. Once it touch here. So there it goes vertically down. So it's going to be dark from here till right here. You understand? Then draw it dark from here till right there. This one, I'll have it a dark from here till here, and a dark from here till right there. So it seems to be something very small. Remember that this is a printout. I didn't have an original. This is just the photo printout. So it's slick and it's of a size of an A4. So that is why it seems to be very small. You understand? So then I can have it dark from here to right there. So if I'm moving, no, I'm not. I'm lying. It's not supposed to be dark. Because if I drew it dark from here till here, it's good as if from here till there again is dark. So it's not dark. So it's supposed to end somewhere there. Understand? As much as we can see, it's okay, from here till here is not dark. As much as there by our right, from here till here is not dark. So I was too forward to construct it dark up until here. It's good as if I'm constructing dark till right here. So it's for the first time I use an eraser. Here is my audience. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Erase just a little bit. Right. So I'll come back and take that one. I wish I was throwing this into Zolani saying, wrap it, my guy, wrap it. Yeah. So that's what I like about drawing. When you are going out of order, you can simply correct yourself. You can simply see, no, I think I'm going out of order now. Understand? Unlike mathematics, when you calculate, when you say is equals to, the calculator, it should be always giving you an answer. When now you are the one supposed to know what is this answer correct or what. But with drawing, you can actually see it. No, as much I can see what from here till it's not dark, which means again from here till it mustn't be dark. From here till it's not dark, which means again from here till it's not supposed to be dark. You understand? I think I didn't erase it enough. Okay. Was this one going down? Is this corner? Is this one already? It is this one. So thank you very much, my brother, for the gift. Anis, thank you very much for the gift. Please, guys, gift me. Kutaz me. Encourage me. You understand? Okay. So now take this point. This one. Let's finish up. Take this point to stationary point. There it goes. Once it touches the picture plane, gonna go vertically down. Let me see. This is the picture plane. Once it touches the picture plane, vertically down. Indeed. Come very close, which is this one. So from here till right there, solid. From here till the right there, solid. So I can have this one from here to right there, solid again. So I hope now we can see it clearly. Okay, the dark one is supposed to end right there. Yeah. So this one, dark again. This one. You understand? So I cannot draw this one dark here. I cannot. Should I draw it? Okay, I'll see when I'm done whether should it be dark or what. But I think it should be dark as much as we can see right from the right view. Okay, it's dark. Yes. Remember that it's like a step flow. Remember that it's a step down. You understand? So which means even here it should be just a little bit coming down. You understand? So what is going to happen now? So take this one to vanishing point of your right hand side. That goes so that it's dark from here to right there. You understand? Then I now take this point to vanishing point of my left hand side. There it goes. You understand? And take that one to vanishing to stationary point. I think if we are using an email to send us problems, it's going to be better other than taking pictures, because when we print out the pictures, it's not giving us the proper, you understand? So now I'll take it vertically down. Just scan the problem that you want us to look at. You scan it, then you send it to us. There it goes. So it should be dark from here till right there. From here till right there. Then from here till right there. You understand? So let me see. From here till here. We're still going to see it because I'm not convinced it's not supposed to be like this. This one is the corner, this one ish. There it goes. There it goes. Supposed to be dark from here till here. Actually, from here, that's when it's going to be dark. Erase it, okay. See, because like this, I'm not convinced. Why? Because of as far as I'm concerned, I think this was hidden details, just that I cannot see them clearly. You understand? I cannot see them clearly because of this is the printout of a photo. Imagine. So if I construct this one is this one, the last one. So from here till here, there must be hidden details. So I take this one, there it goes. So which means from here till here dark. From here till here dark. Yes. So that I take this one to my vanishing point of my left hand side. It goes. So it's going to be dark from here till there. So that I can just extend this one a little bit. Dark from here till there. And have this one dark from here till right there. So going to see the three corners of that pillar. So which means even here, this one is this one. This one is that one. So we must see the third one here, which will be somewhere here. Sesidweba ngokwazi manje ukuthi lento kufanele ibe kanje, of which is what I don't like. Supposed to be given proper questions. You understand? So you take that one vertically down. There it is. So which means dark from here to right there. You understand? Dark from here to right there. If we were to draw this on an A4, on an A3 drawing sheet, it was going to be big enough. Everything was going to be this level. So now take this one to vanishing point of my right, so that I have this one dark from here till right there. So from here till from here till there, which means I wasn't supposed to draw dark. From here till there, I was supposed to draw dark, so that you get something that is like this. Yes. So from here till here, solid. From here till here, erase it. Everyone. Okay. From here till here, erase it. So that from here till here dark, from here till here erase it again. It's too small. I've printed it on an A4, so that is why it's too small. So from here till here, take it to my vanishing point of my right hand side, so that you know it's dark from here till there. Dark from here till right there, actually. Then this one. This one. This one. 100% correct. Then this one. From here till here is not dark. From here till here is not dark. From here till here not dark. From here till. So it's a gap. It's a gap. So let's see that one. The corner of that house is still going to see it. The corner of that house is still going to see it. So remember, it will be dark from here till right there. The corner, as much as you can see it here in your right view. You understand? So there it goes. Just like this. So this one, you can see it clearly. This one, you can see it clearly. As much as you can see it there. So now let me see. This one, which means again here can be dark, my brother. As much as we can see it right there, okay, it's dark. It's a little bit up. It's a little bit up, which means even on this side it must be a little bit up then. There it goes. Remember, it's not on the ground level, it's a little bit up. So you can step up a little bit, you can step up a little bit. Again there. Hey, so now I'll take this one, which is that one in our top. This one, which is that one on our top. That is why such kind of points must end with them. So which is that one. So take it vertically down. There it is. So which is this one. So if I'll take this one at an angle of 30 degrees anti-clockwise, not anti-clockwise, there it goes. On the touch here, gonna go vertically down, up until at the what? At the ground, which is this one. At the ground, which is this one. So now take this point to vanishing point of your left hand side. Quite interesting. So there it goes. So which means from here going up, it would be that slope that is going a little bit up, you understand? So this corner, there it goes, there it goes. Let me trace it nicely. This camera is off now. It's this one. Trace it nicely. It's this one. So I have a point right there. You understand? Point right there. So this point, it should be then constructed like this. We are stepping up, isn't it? So you are not going to direct it to this corner as much as even in your top view it's not directed to that corner. It's actually directed to this one because if we took it, there it goes from there There it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. So which means I can direct it to this corner. You understand? So thank you very much guys for watching. That was Mr. Nkosi for Engineering Graphics and Design. See you on the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe to support the channel for more videos to be uploaded. That was Engineering Graphics and Design grade 11. See you on the next video. So sorry my brother for the late reply. You know me, I'm always behind. That was it. That was it. That was it. Let's call it a day guys. It's late already. Should I maybe I've left something? You let me down there on the comment. Okay, KB is saying thanks, that was hot. Yeah, ish. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was it. RS is saying, isn't it a missing pillar? The missing pillar, the last one that is supposed to be there. Yes, I think you're going to see it. Yeah, as much as this one you're going to see it. Izovela kancane nje lapha nayo it, but I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. The missing pillar. Remember this pillar, there are 4. So the first one is attached on the wall. That is why you cannot see it clearly. And these pillars, there are 4 corners. There are 4 corners, these pillars. There are 4 corners. There are 4 corners. 4 corners. So the last one, we normally don't see it. But in this case, it's like you're going to see it. Because if you take this one, not even like, you are going to see it. Take this one to vanishing point. So izobivela kancane lapha it. Okay. Let me take it then. Take this one. Take this one because I'm tired already, guys. There you go. Once it touch there. Once it, where is it? There it goes. Once it touch there, go to so which means it's this one. Go vertically down and get. I just mark here, then I come and take this one. Do the same thing. Take it to stationary point. So there it is. As I touch the picture plane, goes vertically down again. There you go. So now, yeah, up. So which means it's dark from here till here. Then the last one is that one. Remember, you only see 3 corners of the pillar, right? So there you go. Take this one, which is on top of this. Let me double check. This was supposed to be drawn. Is this one on an at least the A3 drawing sheet, which is this one. There you go. So it will be right there. So it will be going up till here, stop here, up till here, stop here, up till here, stop there, so that you have it dark right there. Yes. So that was it. That was the long one. That was the long one. So guys, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. So thank you very much, guys. See you on the next live video. That was the longest one. That was the. I think you've replied each other, guys. Some of you, you're having questions, but I know majority of you guys, you know this. I think